Black Ops 3 is the greatest COD Zombies experience ever made, and I'm going to tell you why. But in order to do so, we have to go back and look at the games that came before it. Now, I've already done a video about Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and why I think it is the transformative experience that made the mode what it is today. I haven't touched on World at War or Black Ops 2 quite as much, but they equally so have an impact on what made Black Ops 3 as great as it was. To keep it simple, World at War obviously brought us the Zombies mode in the first place. It established what it meant to bring a wave-based survival mode to Call of Duty. It gave us grounded and gritty horror-inspired maps. It introduced us to our main four characters that we now know today and have played through multiple iterations of the Black Ops Zombies mode. And it began to introduce us to the story of Dr. Maxis, Richtofen, Group 935, Element 115, and why there are zombies plaguing the Earth in the first place. Black Ops 1 took it a step further. You can check out my video on that for a deeper dive and a retrospective on that game in its whole. And Black Ops 2 really let the developers get more creative, wacky, zany, and experimental with the zombies mode, bringing us through the nuclear apocalypse, a zombified and overrun version of Alcatraz, an abandoned underground western town, a giant Chinese skyscraper, or gigantic robots fighting in World War I France. And while later World at War, all of Black Ops 1 and all of Black Ops 2 began to explore the storyline of zombies and give us Easter eggs that had more consequential impact on the gameplay loop, giving us rewards for completing them and giving us cutscenes and storyline implications followed by radio transmissions and intel artifacts around the map, not quite the way in Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 that they have, but in very similar fashion. These games didn't do as much as Black Ops 3 did. Black Ops 3 truly took the mode a step forward and made it a story-driven, main quest-focused zombie survival game. Surrounded by some of the most breathtaking, aesthetically beautiful zombies maps we've ever received, the most fully fleshed out storylines for each and every one of our characters, carefully crafted to their background that we had learned up through the past 3 games, and it even dared to change the way the game played itself, introducing new features, new functionality, featuring things like alternate ammo types when you perform a second pack-a-punch to your weapon, giving us more elemental wonder weapons like we saw in maps like Origins and Black Ops 2, and even fundamentally changing the zombie pathing and damage systems that were in the game to make it a little bit more forgiving without making it mind-numbingly easy like games like Cold War did. Black Ops 3 truly was a leap forward for the COD Zombies franchise, and it had really big shoes to fill. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was one of the most popular Call of Duty games released ever, and as zombie fans, we were riding off the hype of the last map in Black Ops 2, Origins, the map that introduced the storyline that we would follow through all of Black Ops 3 with our Primis crew, the younger versions of the original 4 that we had met in World at War and Black Ops 1. And while Black Ops 2 has some of the most unpopular maps, Transit and Die Rise, it also has 2 of the most popular maps of all time, Mob of the Dead and Origins. Black Ops 3 had huge shoes to fill if they were going to live up to the expectations by the hype surrounding Mob of the Dead and Origins, and the brand new chapter in the zombies story, the Aether story. We had just learned of a brand new place, Agartha, or the Crazy Place in Origins, and we were learning that the story of zombies went a lot deeper than we originally thought. Treyarch were now fully invested in making Call of Duty Zombies a story-based game mode. Now, the vibes were high when Black Ops 3 was first announced back in 2015. The reveal trailer set to Rolling Stone's Paint It Black was ridiculously cool, but it featured no zombies, or so we thought. April 27th, 2015, we got our first look at Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, in the last 2 seconds of the Black Ops 3 reveal trailer uploaded to YouTube. A quick shot of some zombies tearing down a barricade that ultimately we would learn was a snippet from the intro trailer for The Giant, a remake of Derice from World at War brought forward to Black Ops 3, and ultimately kicking off the storyline that we would follow through Black Ops 3, where each one of the 4 main characters, their younger selves, had to go through space and time, meet their older selves, and take their souls through the summoning key. I'm not going to go into a Mr. Raffle Waffles style video where I explain the entire zombie storyline because honestly I don't even understand the full thing myself, and I've been playing every iteration of the mode for the past 18 years. But basically the summoning key is a piece of alien technology and they need all the souls so they can save the universe from some old guy in a cabin in the middle of space floating around who's actually a secret zombie space alien that's in a suit. When you break it down, it all sounds totally sane, super normal, regular stuff. But in that insanely wacky storyline that we got through through Black Ops 3, starting with Shadows of Evil, going through the Giant, followed up by Der Eisendrock, arguably one of the best DLC 1 maps ever released in any COD Zombies game ever. Then Zetsubo no Shima, where we got the infamous I don't speak Japanese line, Garad Krovi, Revelations, and then the thing that really sets Call of Duty Black Ops 3 apart and makes it the greatest zombie game of all time, the long-awaited, highly speculated with every Call of Duty game, DLC 5, Zombies Chronicles. Announced by Jason Blundell, studio head for Zombies, himself, on a Twitch live stream of a moderately sized Zombies YouTuber. A DLC that was built for the fans, a love letter to the game mode itself, bringing back fan favorite maps from every previous Call of Duty game. Maps from World at War, maps from Black Ops 1, maps from Black Ops 2, and bringing together what is ultimately the definitive experience of Call of Duty Zombies. A one-stop shop where anybody who wants to play the entire Aether storyline, the original storyline of Call of Duty Zombies, and all of the fan favorite maps, the best of the best in one place, can go. And if you don't believe me, look at the numbers. Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles is the best-selling gaming DLC of all time. It cemented Black Ops 3 as one of the highest-earning Call of Duties of all time if you take out Warzone and all of the microtransactions and skins that live in that free-to-play version of Call of Duty now. And it shattered records. It had the biggest single-day sales of any DLC ever released on the PlayStation Store. Just counting only officially released maps, Black Ops 3 had 14 Zombies maps, the most of any single game in the entire franchise. Even separated from Zombies Chronicles, Black Ops 3 benefits from having its own standalone, extremely high-quality maps with really engaging story. Arguably, all in my S tier of Zombies maps in any release ever. But bringing in Zombies Chronicles means that it has the best of every map ever released, alongside stunning visuals that still hold up today, engaging progression, a more balanced gobblegum system than what we experience in the current versions, a more casual-friendly but not extremely easy gameplay loop, and smooth mechanics that feel good to play even all these years later. And on top of that, if you're a PC player, you got mod tools for the first time since World at War. You are now able to bring in your own custom maps into the Zombies experience, unlocking unlimited potential only limited by the community's creativity, meaning that we now have remastered ports created by the community of every single Zombies map ever created, custom guns brought in from every Call of Duty game and even beyond, maps ported backwards from newer Call of Duty games into the older Black Ops 3, mechanics, HUD, characters, models, voice lines, and not to mention a community engaged enough in this 11-year-old game to still support it. So much so that Jason Blundell, who hasn't been part of Treyarch for the past 8 years, came back in multiple live streams and videos to talk with the community about his experience making the game, and then hosted his own custom mapping competition, bringing life back into Black Ops 3 once again, and shining a light on what I think is the best Call of Duty Zombies experience to have ever been released. So to sum it all up, the reason I think Black Ops 3 is the best Zombies game there ever has been and ever will be is because of a few main key factors. For one, the community engagement was at an all-time high. The vibes were great. It's hard to ignore the vibe factor. On top of that, we had phenomenal maps unrivaled by any other Zombies game released before or frankly after, a satisfying storyline to play through that had a neat ending in Revelations that unfortunately was muddied a little bit by the return of that story in Black Ops 4 because Treyarch scrambled to figure out what to do next, insane staying power not seen by any other Call of Duty at all, still to this day pulling player numbers I don't think any other past COD has seen in its post-life, and still being in conversations today as the benchmark and comparison for every new game that comes after it. Black Ops 4, Black Ops Cold War, Black Ops 6, and Black Ops 7 have all been compared back to Black Ops 3 as the benchmark for what makes a great Zombies game. Now, I truly believe Black Ops 7 is the closest thing that we've gotten to Black Ops 3 in a long time. And if things are done right with the final DLC in Black Ops 7, like I've said many times before and in a previous video where I talked about how Black Ops 7 may be the second golden era of Call of Duty Zombies, and if Treyarch's brave enough to bring back something like mod tools again to give us an extended post-life experience for Black Ops 7 with community engagement, and ultimately allowing the community to take over maintenance of the game and bring their own creative ideas into it, it may very well rival Black Ops 3 as the best. But for right now, it stands on a pedestal of its own. It holds the crown as the best Zombies experience, hands down. Now you can fight me down in the comments and tell me why you think a different game is the best in the Call of Duty franchise, and I'm happy to hear what your opinion may be. We all have opinions, we're all entitled to them. I just personally believe, as many people do in the community, that Black Ops 3 was the best of the best. I certainly hope we get a second coming of what that experience was. And I'd love to hear what you think the best Call of Duty Zombies experience was, in your opinion. Drop a comment down below, and if you like the style of commentary that I do, drop a like and a comment and let me know if I should do more of these. That's all I've got for now. I'll see you in the next one.